Welcome back to our channel.
Today, we're gonna tell you about the University of Miami.
Basically, we are just gonna be telling you why we chose the University of Miami. Because it is the time when people apply to schools and maybe you are thinking about Miami, but you aren't sure. Well, this will make or break.
Very true.
And just to clarify, we're talking about the University of Miami, not Miami University of Ohio.
This always happens to me, and they're not the same. One is
No.
University of Miami, and one is Miami University.
Anyway, so let's get started. So the first question we'll be asking is why we chose it. Kick it off.
Okay, well, I chose it because of the program and because of the program head. I came here because the program was exactly what I wanted.
Same. So for both of us, the first reason is the program, and then secondly for both of us is because we got scholarships. I wouldn't have come to this school had I not gotten a scholarship.
Yeah, and they're pretty good about that, I think.
Yeah.
I had a good experience with just the communication of getting the funds I needed to come here.
Yes. If you are a Floridian, they'll give you Bright Futures if you qualify for that, and a few other Florida scholarships. So that's nice. The third reason I chose it, this doesn't really have to do with her, was because it's in state and I didn't want to go out of state. So the second thing we'll be discussing today is why most people choose the school, because we're not most people.
No.
So this is why the average person would probably come here based on who we've talked to, which is a lot of people. Most people choose it because it is a bigger school, but also not overwhelmingly big like UF or FSU.
It can feel small.
It can feel small. The campus isn't that big, and it doesn't feel like you're in a little city on campus. It feels like you're on just
It feels like a resort, let's be honest.
It feels like a resort. Yeah.
Kinda, except for some things.
Except for some things, but we'll get into that.
So the other reason that a lot of people choose UM is I think that it offers a wide variety of options depending on who you are. Because you have Greek life, so people who want to do that have that option. You have like the football games, people who like to go to football games, and the sports are like very intense here. Mm-hmm. And then you have the music school, which is on campus, so it's not a conservatory, but it has that kind of feel because you're around the same people all the time, and it's kind of like a community within the bigger community.
Yeah, there's something for everyone. That's why a lot of people choose it. And then also because of the weather and the location.
Come on.
A lot of people who go here are from the Northeast, and they come here because it is great weather year round. And also because the University of Miami is in Coral Gables, which is just outside Miami. The location is really great because you feel like you're in a city, but you're not in the city.
Totally. Honestly, well, surrounding the university is sort of like neighborhoody
Yeah.
type.
Okay, and now we'll be talking about things that we love personally. And the first thing that we love are the student activities. There's always something that the school is putting on for the students.
Literally always. Not so much right now because of COVID, but understandable. They're still doing stuff. It's just not as frequently because they have to put more effort into each activity. But random things like there's smoothies sometimes, just randomly you walk by, they're like, swipe your cane card, get a smoothie.
Yeah, they have like painting nights, and they have different themed nights. Like there was one where they had an ice skating rink. They put an ice skating rink in a building,
I didn't go to
and
that.
they had cotton candy, fried Oreos,
I
all
remember
this
that,
stuff.
fried Oreos. They spoil you, basically, and it's nice. I mean, definitely I think it's included in the tuition, if you know what I mean, but it's really nice because you get free stuff wherever you go.
Yeah, there's always something that if you're bored, they'll have for you to do.
Yeah.
Another thing we like is how there's a lot to do in Miami, because I know people who go to UF, and in Gainesville there isn't a lot to do. Not to talk bad about UF, but honestly, let's be real.
Come for us.
What are you gonna do in Gainesville? Nothing. But talk about all the things you can do in Miami.
Okay, there's lots of things. There's a lot of arts in Miami. So there's a place called Wynwood. That's an arts district, which is really fun. There's famous Wynwood walls, if you've heard of them. Well, maybe we'll put a picture here. Mm-hmm. There's a place called Brickell that's really fun. There's so many different restaurants. The one thing I will say is the things to do here, everything costs money.
Yeah.
So that's like a little bit of an L, but also everything is really fun, and there's like a lot of places to adventure. So you can just kind of walk around. There's a metro that's like cheap and stuff, so you can get places easily. You don't need to have a car.
Yeah, that's
I don't have a
honestly
car.
that's honestly a big thing because it is in a city. There is a metro, monorail, for those of you who don't know what a metro is, but basically that'll take you from Coral Gables into downtown.
Literally anywhere.
Literally anywhere in Miami. So that's nice if you don't have a car, you can still get places without Ubering because that is expensive and scary. So there's also just tons of beaches and shopping and like millions of restaurants, like she said. So there's just so much to do because you're not just stuck in a little college town, you're stuck in a place with real humans that are living lives. So.
And if you're adventurous, I recently went on a bike ride in the Everglades. I will admit that Miami doesn't have the mountainous things that other places do, but there's still fun things to do outside if you like to do adventure-y things.
Yes. Something else that we love as students are the networking opportunities. The school really focuses on the fact that you're there to get a job one day, that the only reason you go to college is so you can get a job when you get out. And they try so hard to make sure you're in contact with the right people, you're getting internships, you have experience while you're in school. So that's really great.
All right, so now we're gonna talk about things that we would change. I'll just start off the bat. This is not completely relatable, but I am from upstate New York, which is really far away from here. So the one thing about Miami, it could be a pro, honestly, if you want to go far away, but all the other schools I applied to were within 5 hours from my home, and this was much longer than that. So the one possible downside is that it is far away. It's like in the bottommost part of Florida.
But another thing that we would change are the dorms. And now this is actually something that they're actively working on. They got our complaint.
They received our feedback.
The freshman dorms and the sophomore dorms are horrible. They are really gross and disgusting. And you're thinking, yeah, so are every college campuses, but not this bad. Out of all my friends who I talked to at different universities, I was living in the most disgusting of the bunch. But luckily the university is building all brand new dorms. They just put up ones for sophomores and upperclassmen, which are absolutely beautiful, state-of-the-art, $1 billion.
That's the issue there. I think they're gorgeous, but they're very expensive.
They are. And then they're redoing the freshman dorms, which are literally,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they're literally so old. They're redoing them and making them these like beautiful, futuristic, modern looking things.
Wow.
So that's gonna take a few years to do.
Yeah.
But that's just something I just really hated about the school was the dorms.
In terms of going to college and living in a dorm, it'll give you the experience.
Yeah.
And then the other nice thing I'm thinking of is that you can move off campus second year.
Yeah.
Which is not true at a lot of places. So that's
Right.
really nice. And sometimes you can even save money if you grocery shop and have an apartment.
Yeah. Honestly, living in an apartment and getting groceries instead of living in the dorms and having a meal plan, it's cheaper. So.
You heard it here.
And you don't even want to live off campus your freshman year because
No.
you really don't know anything. You need to be on campus to meet people. And it's fun. Like, living in the dorms is fun. It's just also, like...
It's just like a scene,
It's
you
just
know?
a scene.
It's just a scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are close. It makes it convenient. I remember like rushing back to my dorm once or twice for something I forgot, which I can't do now.
Yeah, exactly. The last thing that we would change about the University of Miami is the cost. Miami is notoriously expensive and it just costs a lot to go here.
It does.
So luckily they are very good about giving scholarships, and like especially if you live in Florida, they'll give you scholarships too for staying in state and going here. But it still costs quite a pretty penny.
I was literally about to say that.
Wow.
Twins.
So anyways, we hope this helps you make your college decision.
Yes, we hope so. We love going to school here.
We do. And honestly, the cons are very tiny compared to the pros.
Outweigh
Yeah.
the cons.
Yeah. Anyways, if you have any questions, you're probably don't.
Just shoot them in the comments
Put them
below.
in the comments down below and like this video and tell your friends to watch it. Maybe you have a friend who wants to apply to the University of Miami. Well, send them this video and tell them to like and subscribe and comment as well.
And because we have yet to blow up, we're very available. We'll answer your DMs.
Yeah, we have nothing else to do, so. Anyways, thanks for watching.
Subscribe.